What's up, guys? I'm Ryan Roberts. Welcome into another edition of the ALB Bearcats podcast, brought to you as always by Riverfront U. Tonight, I'm joined by 5'11", 165-pound cornerback Patrick Williams. Pat is from Rabun County, Georgia, and committed to the Bearcats yesterday for the 2025 class. Pat, welcome into the show today.
Thank you. What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing today?
I'm good. Just chilling,
Yeah. How was your Christmas yesterday?
It was really good actually. I got to spend Christmas with my mom's family and then my dad's family, so it was pretty good overall.
Yeah. Do you have any Christmas Day traditions that you do with your family?
Um, Not really. So I have four parents. I have a
Yeah.
stepmother, a stepfather, a dad, and then a stepfather. And
Okay.
so I have Christmas with my mom, and then I have Christmas with my dad, and then I have Christmas with my stepmother in Atlanta. So that's basically like an every year thing.
So Christmas and the holidays are pretty busy for you then.
Yes, sir.
So how did you find time then to commit to the Bearcats on Christmas Day?
Well, usually I was going to commit on January the 27th, but I decided that I'll get them a Christmas present and commit on the 25th.
Okay. So you're going to be on campus the 27th for a visit.
Yes, sir.
So let's rewind a little bit back to June and talk about your recruiting process. You were in Cincinnati for a visit on I think it was January or June 15th for a camp. You were in Tennessee the day before for a camp. Cincinnati offers you on June 15th after a good camp performance. What have these last 6-7 months been like in terms of the recruiting process?
Well, it was actually like went off kind of slow. I thought after I get that first P5 offer, things would start to come up, but it was still a little slow. But I wasn't really worried about it because I know I had 2 more years, so it wasn't really nothing I was tripping about.
So Kerry Combs, the defensive back coach at Cincinnati, what's that relationship like with him as far as, making that transition to a different coach at the next level?
hmm Well, he's a great coach. He'll never sugarcoat anything. He'll tell me what's up, and he just makes me a better player. He helps me with my film. Takes time out of his day to help me. So I think that's a really good thing he does for me, and with a relationship, that's good.
So you had your other P5 offer was Tennessee. You had interest from Charlotte, Appalachian State, Vandy, some other programs. What was it that stood out about Cincinnati that made you want to commit to the Bearcats?
Yes, sir. Well, I'll start off with Jack Griffith. After every game, we'll go over film, and he'll tell me what I did good and what I did bad, and no one else is really doing that. So I think that's a big part in like with the relationship that they have with me that I don't have with anyone else.
So a lot of times when I'm talking to commits or recruits, anytime I bring up the Cincinnati staff, one of the first things they mention is exactly what you mentioned, the relationship side of things.
Yes, sir.
Do you get that vibe from this staff as far as genuine relationships being built when they're going through the recruiting process with you?
Yes, sir. 100%. All the staff members always checking in on me, seeing how I'm doing, and I think that's a really big part.
So Cincinnati made the transition to the Big 12 this year, and then obviously switching to Nike. I've told other kids I don't know that the Nike side of things really matters too much on football versus basketball. But did those transitions to the Big 12 and Nike, as far as their apparel deal, play any role or have an impact on your decision?
I wouldn't say that. I'm just more into the relationship, so the brand really doesn't matter to me.
Okay, all
But
right,
it's cool though. It's cool though that we got Nike now though. I like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured, man. So you're coming off a season where really impressive. You were named All State as a junior, 7 interceptions, 4 of those returned for pick six, 24 tackles, 13 pass breakups. What was this season like for you, and what did you work on in the off season to kind of get to the point that you were this past season?
Yes, sir. Well, it was really just getting faster and stronger because I've already had like the footwork, like that's always been there for me, like naturally, and the hips that's always been there naturally. So it was really just getting stronger and faster.
So when I turn on your film, I see a guy that can play multiple positions, great ball awareness. you have the ability to kind of like break off routes and go pick up defenders that maybe weren't accounted for. I'm sorry, offensive players that weren't accounted for. Looking at your film, how do you think your versatility translates to the next level? And what has this staff told you in terms of how they want to utilize your skill set?
Well, obviously, I'll be playing corner as well, but I'll also be playing safety because I've had some snaps at safety as well, and I'm pretty good at that too. So I'll be playing both.
Do you have a preference, cornerback versus safety?
I'll probably say cornerback because I like pressing people and just like getting action every snap. So yeah.
So you mentioned the pressing side. You're a really physical cornerback, especially in press coverage. Is that something the staff mentioned that they noticed about you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most people think I'm like I'm not physical because my size and all that, but they turn on the film and they see.
So you're also a guy that plays special teams, really active on special teams. Is that kind of a part of your mindset that if you're wanting to play early, that's a way to get on the field as well as, going out and showing out on special teams?
Yes, sir. 100%. I love special teams. That's where you make the plays right there.
Yeah.
Sir.
So let's kind of hit on your high school career, Rabun County. You guys are coming off a 13-1 season, lost in the state championship, but you've been in the state championship 3 of the past 4 years. Scott Satterfield mentioned in his signing day press conference that he feels it's important to bring kids in from winning programs because you already have that mindset and development coming into the next level. How do you think the program you're at helps your transition to the next level with, that winning culture?
Well, I think that if you're winning all the time, you should always you have the mindset you always want to win. And I would say if you're on a losing team, then you eventually will be okay with losing. And I don't think that's okay. So having a winning record and winning season, I think that's important.
So when you visited in June for camp, Cincinnati offered immediately after your camp performance. Did them being the first Power 5 school to really show interest and you play a role in your commitment?
Yes, sir, it did, because they were the first people to like really believe in me, that I felt like believed in me and like actually could help me get to the next level. So I trusted them, and yes, sir.
All right, so we got to hit on you being a 3-sport athlete because it's kind of rare these days. A lot of kids just focus on one sport. Football, you're a point guard and shooting guard on the hardwood playing basketball, and you're also a track athlete. Just kind of hit on how you think that you playing all 3 sports helps with your overall development and transition to the next level.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll start off with basketball. See, I've been playing basketball my whole life, and it's just like the defensive part of sliding helps me with the DB part, like at the line, guarding receivers, like mirroring. So that basically helps me with that. And I would say track. That was actually my first year, and I came in third in states. And having good hips helped me get over the hurdles pretty quick, and just compete with everybody else. So just playing all the different sports just helped me with agility and speed, just everything.
What's your year look like going from, your football right into basketball into track, and then, you have your off season where you're trying to go to camps, you're focusing on summer practice, maybe working on some skill work for basketball. What does your year look like?
Well, after football season, I really just jumped right into basketball practice. And we have that season. We're still lifting, have basketball practice. And then after that, we start track, and we have morning workouts. And then after track, we have football morning workouts. And we'll do like mat drills on the courts, and college coaches will come and watch us and all that. So that's pretty good.
Do you think that balance of doing so many things kind of helps with that transition to the next level where you're going to have the same kind of schedule year round when it comes to one sport? So do you think what you're doing now kind of helps when you do get to the next level?
Oh, yeah, because my school is like a college preparatory school.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it really helps when I get to the next level because it's basically kind of like college as well. So it'll help me transition.
So let's talk a little bit about your summer plans. You're committing kind of early for most kids in your position. your junior off season, you're kind of taking junior day visits, going to camps, and just kind of working on your skill. What are you trying to work on, and what are you looking forward to most these next, we'll say 6, 7, 8 months, now that you are committed and have that behind you?
Yes, sir. I would say I'm just working on getting stronger and faster, to be honest, and just learning the game more every each and day.
What do you have any other off-season plans? You mentioned that you're going to be on Cincinnati's campus June 25th, 27th,
January 27th.
January 27th.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's when I'll be up there.
And then do you have any summer plans at all as far as, camp circuits, or are you just kind of working on your craft and getting ready for your senior year?
Just working on my craft and probably a little bit of 7-on-7 in there.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's finish up getting to know you a little bit better. Who is Pat Williams on and off the field?
I would say, let me see. I would say I'm a loving person. I'm a leader. So I always tell my friends to make smart decisions, whether what we're doing or not, because we got a big career in front of us. We don't want to mess nothing up. So I would say I'm a leader on and off the court. I mean, off the field.
That's all right.
But yeah.
Are you so a lot of kids that I've talked to, man, they kind of mention that on the field they're just a completely different person. Do you kind of have that same dog mentality as well, where you get you on the field and you become a completely different person?
Oh yeah, I'm locked in. It's I can't I've been someone's tried to mic me up before, but I can't do that because I had to believe everything. I'm just a whole different person on the field.
Do you have a game day playlist or a favorite song that you like to listen to get you in the zone before a game?
I don't have a favorite song, but I listen to J. Breezy.
Okay.
That is, and Young Boy and stuff like that. Just turn music, get me in the mode.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a favorite food or a go-to?
I would say crab legs.
Crab legs.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess we'll finish things up, man. We definitely appreciate you taking time out of your day, the day after Christmas, to come on with us and talk about Cincinnati and your commitment to the Bearcats. And we definitely look forward to following the rest of your career before you get on campus.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.